piece. It's going to take a bit of explaining. Luckily, I have a man with me who's going to be able to do that. Thin Lizzy and Samba are generally two ideas that we put together. But Samba, an Irish samba group, sort of changed that. We're going to be celebrating the work of filling a brand new pageant called The Boys Are Back today on August 20th, which is actually paid tribute. So exactly how they pay tribute to legendary musicians, we're going to explain to us now by Simeone Smith. Good morning, Simeone.
Hi, Tom. Thanks.
You're in the full outfit.
That's right, yes.
Very colourful.
Thank you very much.
Important gesture.
Yes. We've been called worse.
For those watching with black and white. One thing that struck me there was the samba scene. The idea of Ireland has a samba scene.
Yeah. Well, a lot of Brazilians are quite surprised by that too. I think they think this is their traditional music, and who outside of Brazil would have even the smallest interest. But there's been a huge wave of samba right throughout Europe, and there's about 15 bands here in Ireland. There's about 300 odd bands in the UK. Same again in Germany, right through Spain, France, Italy. All over Europe.
What is it?
Samba music is, I suppose, it's traditional music of Brazil. Like we have our own traditional music here. It's very percussive. It's got a kind of African influence, a lot of percussion, a lot of syncopated rhythms. It's mainly dance music, so dancers would be more important than the drummers in many cases. And it's something I think that people here in Ireland really kind of just relate to because it's party music. It's good time music, and we need it at the moment.
Oh, absolutely. How did you get into it?
I actually started with a friend of mine, a guy called Colin Blake. He used to play with the Waterboys, and when he left the Waterboys, he set up in Drogheda of all places. And he'd been influenced in turn by their drummer, Noel Bridgman, who has a very wide palette of sort of percussive influences. And he set up a local Samba Pageant with young people, effectively just off his own bat. It took off. I met him further down the line, and I started promoting his work because I saw that percussion workshops were something that spoke to everybody. They were easy to do, they were great fun, but they're also great for building teamwork.
And you get to do this often, and there are lots of outlets for samba music in Ireland.
Yeah, we play most of the main festivals in Ireland over the summer. You know, we're always kept busy in the summer months, and then more in the winter, I suppose, it's teaching work, working in schools, working with youth clubs, things like that.
So where is all that world coincide with Thin Lizzy?
Well, I'm a fan of Thin Lizzy. My uncle actually was a personal friend of his, and I met him as a baby. I've always been a fan, and I just had this idea a couple of years ago, saying, wouldn't it be fun to do something using the kind of the vehicle of samba music, but to look at representing some of the key Thin Lizzy and Thin Lizzy songs in a really fun, colourful, dynamic way. It has been rumoured for many years that Phil's father is actually Brazilian, so there is a kind of a link there, tenuous and all as it is. But really, I suppose, when we started out first, we were trying to be as Brazilian as the Brazilians, and then as time goes on, you realise, well, we can tell Irish stories, but using the mechanism, if you like, of a samba story.
So you're going to do, when's the show going to actually be?
The gig itself is on August 20th, Saturday. It would have been Phil's birthday. It's at 6 p.m. and it kicks off at the Gaiety Theatre. We'll do a parade up and down Grafton Street and then finish up outside the Gaiety Theatre again with one of Ireland's leading tribute bands, a band called Remembering Lizzy. We'll play several of the songs, and we've dance wings and choreography worked out for all of those songs.
So it's a combination between them playing music and you then having a samba element.
Exactly. So it's going to be like a very big rhythm section for the band.
So some of the stuff, Chinatown, sultry dancers.
Sultry dancers, you see one over here, Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly over here,
yes.
one of the sultry dancers. It's costumes as far as Jim gets part of it.
Yes, Jim got on board very early on. I rang him up basically to ask would it be okay to use some of his imagery just even in the initial proposal, because he is an artist, and we as artists, people rip off our work, so I suppose that would be better clear.
He is the man who had his artwork for Shelby Farr.
Absolutely. Yes, well, he's actually just got the rights to that back, and he's given all the proceeds now to a foundation in Cuba, which is working with hospitals and with schools. So he's a very principled guy, Jim. But he got right behind us from day one.
Another one is Emerald, which is going to be stylized Celtic warriors, part Buchanan, part brave, part.
Yes, but also very glitzy and glam, and maybe a little bit camp as well. So no one will be scared of these warriors.
The Rocker performers dressed as heavy metal fans.
Yeah, but again, everything's very stylised. There'll be lots of feathers and sequins and glitz and gloss. But hopefully, people will make the connection.
King's Call and Jailbreak.
Yes.
Are you still on money this?
Yes, unfortunately, as always is the case. I mean, we did get a grant from Dublin City Council to get us started off, and we are talking. I can't divulge source at the moment. We are talking about a couple of other agencies about funding, but we are currently, as of this morning, unfortunately, I'm looking at the spreadsheet every day. We're about €7,000 or €8,000 short of what we really need.
People want to help.
We're on the funded website, but the easiest way to find that is to go onto our own website, which is www.masssamba.com, and there's a link there straight to that.
Now, you're going to do the performance for us this morning. Will you put the headdress on?
If you insist.
Yeah, I do insist. What are you doing this for? You can't do the Thin Lizzy stuff because you need the rock part.
That's it. We're doing a piece called Timbalada, which is from the northeast of Brazil. It's a kind of a relaxed groove for the day that's in it. It's a nice, we're nearly at the weekend, so let's just ease ourselves into it. So this is called Timbalada.
Take it away in your own time. This is Samba, ladies and gentlemen. You already asked. Set up. very much for that. The Samba, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if radio quite did justice to Kelly, can I say. But, the Garda band have made an offer on Kelly, just they'll be looking on. Because there's no chance of that whatsoever. And Roy 7 as well. Newstalk.ie, the web might be a good way to check that out later on. Is it worth checking out, he said. And August the 20th, see them in full action in Thin Lizzy as well. That's it for us today, live from the RDS. Thanks to all our guests for coming in today. Roy 7 and everyone else dropping in. Oisin, thank you very much as well. My thanks to producer Sorka Hearn, researcher John Farley, Fiona Flynn, Mark, Orford, thanks to the Dream Team back at base. And Aidan Lonergan on sound! Yes! I'm off on holiday now, folks. Watch you in the show again next week. Please enjoy. Come off to enjoy horses now. Good luck.